Minasan konnichiwa und willkommen. And today we're going to be talking about some amazing facts about one of the biggest cities in the Midwest, and that's Chicago, Illinois. So without further ado, let's get this video started. Chicago is known as the Windy City, the city of big shoulders, the second city, and the city that works. The Art Institute in Chicago is one of the largest and most extensive collections of Impressionist and Post-Impressionist paintings in the world. Maria Callas made her USA debut at the Lyric Opera House in 1954 in Chicago. The Great Fire of 1871 burned over 3.5 square miles, destroying 18,000 structures and taking the lives of over 300 people. However, there was an even deadlier and costlier, yet less known fire in Peshtigo, Wisconsin the same day. Some of the most famous people came from Chicago, like John and Jim Belushi, Jack Benny, Tom Bosley, Steve Carell, Tina Fey, Walt Disney, Red Fox, Vincent Minnelli, Keke Palmer, Kim Novak, CM Punk, Gloria Swanson, Mr. T, Robin Williams, Donald O'Connor, Giorgio Tozzi, Twista, Gene Siskel, Roger Ebert, The Nostalgia Critic, etc. Some of the biggest companies in Chicago include the Chicago Sun-Times, the Chicago Tribune, Tropicana, Pizzeria Uno, which is now Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Boeing, Tootsie Roll Industries, etc. Chicago's TV stations in the city are WBBM TV Channel 2 for CBS, WLS-TV 7 for Channel 7 for ABC, WMAQ-TV Channel 5 for NBC, and WFLD Channel 32 for Fox. The biggest sports teams from Chicago include the Chicago Bears for the National Football League, the Chicago Cubs and Chicago White Sox for Major League Baseball, Chicago Bulls for the National Basketball Association, Chicago Blackhawks for the National Hockey League, and Chicago Fire from Major League Soccer. The first Ferris wheel was introduced at the 1893 World's Fair, and it was one of the most popular marvels by far. In 1893 was the same year Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky died, at age 53. Today they can be found at any carnival or fair, but the one at Navy Pier is a little extra special. Lincoln Park, one of only 3 free zoos in the country, is one of the country's oldest zoos with an estimated annual attendance of 3.5 million. Frank Sinatra introduced the song My Kind of Town, Chicago that is, in the Warner Brothers musical Robin and the Seven Hoods in 1964. The song was voted Best Motion Picture Song of 1964 by the All-American Press Association. In 1943, Sewell and Ricardo opened their deep dish pizza place in the basement of an old mansion on Ohio Street. At the time, it was simply called the Pizzeria, and Chicagoans came mostly for the bar, that is, well, until free slices of deep dish pizza quickly convinced them. It was briefly known as Ricardo's Pizzeria. There wasn't the name Pizzeria Uno until there was a Pizzeria Due. And then decades later they changed the name from Pizzeria Uno to Uno Pizzeria and Grill. The most popular landmarks in Chicago include Backstone Hotel, Chicago Board of Trade Building, Chicago Theater, Navy Pier, Cloud Gate, Willis Tower, formerly known as the Sears Tower, Tribune Tower, Picasso statue, Crown Fountain, etc. Chicago is home to the McDonald's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which is an annual parade produced and presented by the Chicago Festival Association. It is held on State Street in downtown Chicago, Illinois, every Thanksgiving morning, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, which would be 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Time. It usually airs on WGN Channel 9 in Chicago and WGN America for everyone else. And I do mean WGN America for every single other part of the country, which includes everything from all the towns and cities from Tomah, Wisconsin to Los Angeles, California, and from Denver, Colorado to New York City, New York. Okay, that should be enough for the video for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment, and as always, amigos, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, sayonara, adios, and arrivederci.